Resources.
Good morning, trainees.
Good morning, sir.
Please stand for the prayer. Amen. Please take your seat. I am Frederick L. Villanueva, your facilitator in Carpentry NC2. Welcome to Coc1 National Vocational High School. Thank you for choosing our institution as your training ground in Carpentry NC2. Our institution assures you that we will give the quality instruction, and surely we will do our best to develop the competencies needed in this qualification. Okay, so as I call your name, please sign in the attendance sheet. Mark or submit. Thank you. Emilio English.
Sir.
Thank you. Okay. For me to know your characteristics and background as a learner, it is important for me to know that, for me to make the training program that is fit into your needs. Okay, so I have here a data gathering tool. So you have 20 minutes to accomplish this one. So if you have any questions, just call my attention. Time starts now. Time's up. Thank you. Also, for me to know your relevant prior learning in this qualification, I have here a self-assessment checklist. Please read it carefully and answer it honestly so that I can make a training program that is personalized and fit to your training needs. Okay, you have 20 minutes to answer this one. Time's up. Thank you. Okay. So, it seems like Mr. Orine has already a prior learning on this qualification. Okay, so we will evaluate this self-assessment checklist, and also you have to prove that this self-assessment checklist as your evidence. Okay, so bring your evidence tomorrow for the validation. Now, we proceed now in the orientation proper. So, please eyes in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So, again, welcome to our institution, Coc1 National Vocational High School. I am your trainer, Frederick L. Villanueva. Now, what is CBT? It is a training delivery approach that focuses on the competency development of the learner as a result of the training. So in this, it emphasizes on what the learner can actually do and focuses on outcomes rather than the learning process. Within the specified time, it is concerned with the attainment and application of knowledge, skills, and attitude of a specific level of competency. So that is CBT. So I divided the orientation in different areas. We have the principles of competency-based training, the CBT process flow, the role of a trainer, my role, and also your role as a trainee, traditional versus competency-based training, the comparison, qualification overview, and of course the competency-based learning material. Now, I have here the principles of competency-based training. And so all training activities are done toward the attainment of the assessment criteria. So in CBT, our main material and guide is our CBLM. And trainees are treated as individual learners with different characteristics, with different learning styles and training needs. So in CBT, training is always based on actual industry practice. Okay? Next, this is the CBT process flow. Okay? So as you can see in the diagram or in the presentation, students, a trainee who enters the program is given the proper orientation. And training needs identified in learning activities will be organized based on it. Wait now. Trainee then selects competency and receive instructions, and the CBL are introduced by the trainer. So in doing all the learning activities, achievement chart and progress charts are used to monitor the learning process of the trainee. So then the trainees receive assistance when necessary, and the trainer gives immediate feedback. What is my role as your trainer? So as a trainer, I have here 10 roles of a trainer. So I serve as your team member to determine what is to be learned. Also, I stimulate your trainees, the trainees' motivation, and I diagnose and solve learning problems. So these are my role as your trainer. Also, what is your role as a trainee? Ayan, meron din kayong role. Trainees may select what they want to learn and what they want to learn to eat. Then, trainees learn at their own rate. Trainees may request to receive credit for what they already learned. So, in CBT, trainers are self-centered. So, they learn at their own convenience. Okay? So, what is the comparative analysis between competency-based and the traditional? So, first one, here, where we have instructor focus on managing instructions, and the competency-based is trainers focus on managing learners. So, in short, in traditional, it is teacher-centered, but in competency-based, it is student-centered. Okay? Most students enter about the same time in traditional, but in competency-based, trainers enter at various times throughout the year. Then students cover all the same materials, while in competency-based, different trainees may be trained for different units of competency within the same program. Okay? Next, our training matrix. So, the use of the training matrix is a proper scheduling and management is the answer for the use of limited equipment. This is also used to schedule and monitor the use of the facilities and resources. So, we have here in front the training activity matrix. Okay? Also, to recognize your prior learning, so what is prior learning? It refers to the acknowledgement of skills and knowledge shared as a result of formal training, more experience, or life experience. Now, how to assess the evidences? Napapakita ninyo. So, it should be authentic, current, quality, relevant, transferable, and valid. Okay, yung evidence na dapat ninyo ipakita sa akin. If you have prior learning. Okay? Carpentry and Cito Club qualification. So we have 9 basic competencies, 4 common competencies, and of course, our core competencies, we have 8, which are layout reference lines, fabricate, install, and remove wooden formworks, install wooden door jamb, window frame and panels, install ceiling and wall frames and panels, fabricate and install wooden stairs, install wooden floor supports and panels, fabricate and install roofing system, and fabricate and install wooden cabinets. So those are the core competencies. So what is CBLM? So CBLM, it is a well-designed and carefully developed materials that give trainees detailed instructions to guide them all throughout the process. So this is your learning material, CBLM. So what are the parts of CBLM? We have the information sheet, the self-check, answer key, operation, task, and job sheet. Also procedural or performance checklist, the competency assessment, the references, and the further training. So that are the parts of this CBLM. So what are the methods used in this qualification? First one, we have the demonstration. The discussion, written test, modular, performance test, oral questioning. So these methods are used to measure your underpinning knowledge and skills. Okay. Also, we have the monitoring tools, which is the progress chart. It means that monitor of the learning outcomes and competencies achieved by each training. Then achievement chart. It is monitor of the required projects and activities usually in the job sheets of the CBLM. So I have here the progress chart and the achievement chart. So later on, if you have completed the competency, then I will put tick in the chart so that we can monitor your progress and your achievement also. Okay? Yeah. Next. So I have here also the shop layout for our workstations. So we have contextual learning area, the training resource center, institutional assessment area, practical work area, learning resource area, distance learning area, quality control area, computer laboratory, and the sport service area. So later on, we will have a tour in our institution so that you will be familiar to those working stations. Okay? Before we start our tour in the workstations, let's have first your pre-test. So you have 20 minutes to answer this pre-test. So if you have any questions, just call my attention. Okay? So please answer the instructions carefully. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's have a tour in our workstations. So let's start in here. So this area is our contextual learning area. So this area is where your underpinning knowledge are provided. Okay, please stand and follow me. Next one, we have our distance learning area. In our distance learning area, in case that we are not allowed to go in the institution or we are not allowed to conduct face-to-face training, then we conduct learning in the distance learning area. Okay? Also here we have the computer laboratory. In computer laboratory, this is where IT competencies are provided. Okay? Next, we have here in the service support area. The service support area, in this area, you can, we have here the tools and materials needed in your training. So, dito natin siya pwedeng hiramin, service support area. And also, training resource center. So, in training resource center, this area is the area where I make your CBLM, your learning material. Okay, trainers resource area. Of course, we have also the learning resource area. So, in this area, you have there the CBLM, the learning materials needed in your training. So, dito natin siya matatagpuan. And next one, we have the quality control area. In quality control area, we have here the text, the calibration, the methodology, and the process of quality control are conducted here in quality control area. Okay? And also, we have the institutional assessment area. This area is used to observe your underpinning knowledge and skills. Institutional assessment area. And the last one, we have the practical work area. So, this area is used to measure your underpinning skills. So, performance ang meron dito sa practical work area. For tomorrow, trainees, if you have any evidences that you provide to me to recognition for your learning, then you can have the evidences and give it to me. Okay, you have any questions, clarifications? Okay, so we'll see each other again tomorrow. Goodbye, trainees. Good morning, trainees. Welcome to our day 2. Please stand for the prayer. Amen. Please take your seat. Also, please sign the attendance sheet. Mark resume. Emilio Rille. Thank you. Okay, so yesterday I told you to bring the evidences and needed to recognize your prior training. Meron ba nagdala ng Manilang evidences? Like certification of employment? Sure. Okay. May I have it, Mr. Emilio? Okay. So, Mr. Emilio, based on your self-assessment checklist and certification of employment, you have been working as a semi-skilled worker for past 1 year. Also, you have knowledge and skills in layouting reference lines, and based on the certification of your company, you have consistent, excellent performance. And for my assessment, of the evidences that you provide, I will recognize your prior training, so you will be accepted to this unit of competency. So layout, reference line. So layout, reference line. Okay. So now I will assign you into your respective areas. So Mr. Emilio, please proceed in the practical work area. So Mr. Mike, stay here and I will talk to you. Okay. Take your seat, sir. Mr. Emilio, this is our practical work area. This is your workstation in fabricating, installing formworks, and removing wooden formworks. So this area is used to measure your underpinning knowledge and skills. Okay? So, I have been your CBLM for unit competency number 2. Which is fabricate, install, and remove wooden formworks. Please read the instructions and answer the self-check. And after answering the self-check, compare your answer in the answer key. You have any questions? No, sir. Okay. So you may begin in your CBLM. Okay. Now, Mr. Mark Resamin, according to your pre-assessment tool, you will be assigned the workstation 4, which is reference line. So, please follow me in the computer laboratory, sir. Yes, sir. Please take your seat. Okay, so this is our computer laboratory area. Sir Bersamin, please view this PowerPoint presentation in here on unit competency number 1. Then after watching the PowerPoint presentation, please answer the self-check in here. And after answering the self-check, compare your answer in the answer key. Okay, you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. You may begin in your PowerPoint presentation. How are you doing, sir?
Doing fine, sir.
Okay. So, are you finished in the CBLM?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to have the demonstration?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, please stand. Now, I will be demonstrating to you the fabrication of formworks. Okay. So, just watch me. And afterwards, you will be going to return the demonstration. Okay? First, do not forget to wear your personal protective equipment and follow the first rule, which is safety first. Okay? So this is how you do it, Mr. Emilio, okay? Please observe what I'm doing so that you can also follow it and you can return the demonstration afterwards. Okay, so that's the process how to fabricate formworks, Mr. Emilio. Did you follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's time for you also to return the demonstration. Okay, so your time starts now. able to do your task confidently, and you also wear the personal protective equipment, which is a good point. So for that reason, I will be checking your progress satisfactorily completing this unit of competency, which is fabricating formworks. And by that, I am awarding the certificate of achievement for having completing the unit of competency. Okay, congratulations. Do you have any question?
Answer.
Okay, if none, then please go back in our contextual learning area. Okay. How are you doing, Mr. Bersamin?
Doing fine, sir.
Okay, so are you ready to take the institutional assessment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, are you done with these activity sheets?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Nakakompleto.
thank you. Now we proceed in the institutional assessment area. Please follow me. Okay, so Mr. Bersamin, this is our institutional assessment area. So this area is used to measure and observe your underpinning knowledge and skills about layouting reference line. So I believe you are ready now.
Yes.
So first we will have the written exam. So in this test, I will give you 30 minutes to answer it. And if you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay? Your time starts now. Time's up. I collect the paper. Thank you. So, given the following tools and materials, also the personal protective equipment, you are asked to lay out reference line. So, while conducting the demonstration, please observe safety precautions and wear also the personal protective equipment. Any question?
None, sir.
Okay, you may begin the demonstration. Time's up. Okay. Now we proceed in the oral questioning. Sir Bersamin, what is your definition with the term measure twice, cut once?
Sir, forest tourism or avoid wasted materials.
Okay, very good. So let me check first your written test and the results. Okay, so Mr. Bersamin, based on your written test, you got the perfect score, which is a good point. And in your demonstration, you were able to do your task confidently. However, you forgot to wear some of the personal protective equipment. Okay? So next time, if you perform demonstration, please wear your personal protective equipment. Okay? On your oral questioning, you were not able to answer it confidently, but your answer is correct. Okay? For that reason, I will be checking your progress card, satisfactorily completing this unit of competency, which is layout reference line. By that, I am awarding you the certificate of achievement for having completing the unit of competency. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Go back in the contextual learning area. So, you have any questions?
None, sir.
Okay, so if none, then we will see each other again tomorrow. Goodbye, Good morning, trainees.
Morning, sir.
Please stand for the prayer. Amen. Please take your seat. So, please sign in the attendance sheet as I call your name. Mark Bersamin.
Sir.
Emilio Oride. Now, based on the progress chart and achievement chart, you have undergone all the unit of competencies in carpentry and C2. Okay? So, by that, you'll be having your post test. So, this post test consists of 40 items. You have 20 minutes to answer this one. Okay? You may begin. Time's up. You may collect the post test. Thank you. Now, we have also the training evaluation form. So this tool is used to for us also to know our needs, to know our improvements for the areas that we need to enhance. So please do it honestly, okay? So training session evaluation form and training session evaluation form. So you have 10 minutes to answer that one. Done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. May I collect? Thank you. Okay. So again, trainees, I would like to congratulate each of you for having completed all the unit of competencies required in this qualification, carpentry and C2. Okay? You are now qualified to undergo the national assessment. Okay? You will be announcing where and when will you be conducting the national assessment. Please keep updated. Do you have any questions, clarifications?
Answer.
Okay. By that, congratulations and goodbye. Good morning, candidates.
Morning, sir.
Please stand for the prayer. Amen. Please take your seat. Welcome to the assessment area. I am Frederick N. Villanueva, your competency assessor in carpentry and C2. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of our TESTA representative, Sir Jerby Rivera. Sir, good morning. So do not worry for his presence. He's here to oversee and to check if the conduct of assessment is done with the prescribed methodologies and procedure. Okay? So before we start the assessment, as I call your name, please go in front, signing the attendance sheet, and also submit also your admission slip. Okay? So first we have Mark Presamin. Please sign the attendance sheet. Okay. Next, Emilio Oñez. Next, sign the attendance sheet. Okay. Take your seat. I have here your accomplishment application form, your self-assessment guide. So this is an indication that you know and you can perform all the units of competency in this qualification. Okay? So the purpose of this assessment is to determine the level of your competency. Today, I'm going to administer the assessment for carpentry and C2, and this qualification consists of 3 competencies, which is basic competencies, the common competencies, and also we have the 8 core competencies. In the 8 core competencies, we have the first one, we have the layout reference line, fabricate, install, remove wooden formworks, install wooden door jump, window frame and panels, install ceiling and wall frames and panels, fabricate and install wooden stairs, install wooden floor supports and panels, fabricate and install roofing system, and fabricate and install wooden cabinet. So, also we will collect evidences through different methods. Of course, we have the first method is your written test, the demonstration, and the oral questioning. So, of course, in written test, it is used to measure your underpinning knowledge, and in the demonstration, it is used to measure your underpinning skills. While in oral questioning, it is used to measure, of course, your both underpinning knowledge and skills. So, we have 8 hours to accomplish all the competencies in this qualification. Okay? You have any questions? None. So, for your personal needs, our comfort room is located at the right side of the building. And if you're feeling hungry also, our canteen is located at the left side of the building. Now, if you have difficulty in the understanding of instructions, and please do not hesitate to call my attention. I am willing to assist you, and I am willing to translate the instructions in your own dialect. Also, if you commit mistakes in, for example, in fabricating formworks, and you still find time to repair it, then you can have the time to repair it. Now, during the assessment, if you have physical or form of difficulties, please do not hesitate to ask my attention so that we can immediately address your needs. We also have the do's and don'ts during the assessment. Okay? First, if you have any concerns, clarifications, and questions regarding the assessment, please ask questions now. Okay? Because as long as the assessment started, you are not allowed to ask questions. Do you have any questions? Okay. Then, also, please turn off your phone or put your phone in a silent mode so that there is no any distractions. And you are not allowed to talk to your co-candidate during the assessment. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the issuance of your national certificate, you can claim it 5 working days right after the assessment. Just only bring your cards, your competency assessment result summary, your one passport size ID, which has a white background, of course, color, and also 50 pesos for the processing fee. Okay? Also, we have the reassessment procedure. So after the assessment, if you found out that you are not yet competent in these qualifications, so don't worry, because you can be reassessed anytime at your own convenience. Okay? So if the reassessment is and you find out that you are not yet competent in the full qualification, then you will be undergo the whole assessment procedure. But if the not yet competent is only one competency, then the focus of the reassessment is on the competency that is not yet competent. And if you fail two consecutive time the assessment, then you have to undergo refresher course, and you need it to apply before you apply again in the reassessment. Okay? In case that you have doubt or questions in the result of the assessment, you have the right to appeal. Just submit your written appeal to the TESDA provincial office, then they will be reviewing all the assessment package, the assessment procedure, and if they have any CCTV in the area, then they can review it. Okay? So, for the occupational safety and health requirements, please observe safety. Okay? Wear your personal protective equipment, use proper tools according to their uses. When you're lifting heavy equipment, please do the proper lifting. And in case that accident occur in the workstations, please do not hesitate to call my attention so that we can apply immediate first aid in the accident. And if the accident arises, our first aid kit is located at the service support area. Okay? Do you have any questions? None. With regards to the result of your assessment, we observe strictly confidentiality. Okay? So this is to ensure your integrity. And the result is made available to our personnel and of course to the institutions where you have the training. And in relation to this, the assessment package is kept in the place to guarantee the integrity of the assessment package. To all candidates, you are not allowed to give any form of information that will place during the conduct of assessment. Okay? Do you have any question?
Answer.
None? So if not, I will give you your specific instruction. Please read the instruction carefully. Then if you don't understand the instruction, please raise your hand and I will assist you. Okay? So now I will be assigning you a number so that we can follow the presentations and questioning. So candidate number 1, number, and candidate number 2. So our time is already 8 o'clock and we should finish our assessment at exactly 5 o'clock. Then candidate number 1, please proceed in the assessment area. And candidate number 2, please remain here and wait for your name to be called. Okay? So candidate number 1, this is our assessment area. This area we'll use to observe your underpinning knowledge and skills. So please read first the instructions. And I am informing you that after your demonstration, we will be having the oral questioning. Okay? Please read the specific instructions that are given to you. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are not allowed to ask any questions to me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I am giving you 2 hours to fabricate formworks, 1 hour for installing formworks, and 1 hour for the removal of wooden formworks. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, then you will start in your demonstration. Candidate number 1, thumbs up. Please take your seat. For your oral question, candidate number 1, why do we need to use PPE in our work or job?
So that we are always protected in any hazards that can harm us. It is also for our own safety.
Okay, very good. Candidate number 1. So please go back in the waiting area and please call candidate number 2 for me. Candidate number 2, please take your seat. Candidate number 2, this is our assessment area. And in this area, this is used to observe your underpinning knowledge and skills. So, do you have any questions before we start?
Answer.
So, please read the specific instructions and afterwards we will proceed in your demonstration. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm giving you 2 hours in fabricating formworks, 1 hour in installing wooden formworks, and 1 hour in removing wooden formworks. Okay? Do you have any questions?
Answer.
So you have here the tools and materials needed in fabricating, installing, and removing of wooden formworks. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so your time starts now. Time's up. Candidate number 2, please take your seat. For your oral question, candidate number 2, why do we need to follow the principle measure twice at once?
So that we cannot commit mistakes during the cutting. Materials are highly expensive, that is, we need to mark it properly, measure it accurately, and cut it carefully.
Okay. Candidate number 2, please go back in the waiting area and I will just check and evaluate all the results. Okay, candidates, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Now, it's time for feedbacking. Okay, candidate number 1, please proceed again in the assessment. Okay. So, how are you feeling, candidate number 1?
Feeling good, sir.
Feeling good. Okay. Candidate number 1, based on your performance, you were able to perform layout reference line properly and correctly. Also, you perform application of formworks following the safety measures. You also installed the formworks carefully and you answered all the questions correctly and with confidence. Okay? So, based on the evidences I have gathered, I found you competent in this qualification. Congratulations, candidate number 1. Okay, so please sign the rating sheet. Thank you. And here's the copy of your competency assessment result. Okay, for the issuance of the national certificate, you can claim it for 5 working days right after the assessment. Just bring your cards, your competency assessment result summary, and your passport size, white background with color, and of course, 50 pesos for the processing fee. Okay, again, candidate number 1, congratulations, and please call candidate number 2 for me. Okay, number 2. Okay, candidate number 2, what happened in the assessment? I think you're in trouble or you feel nervous during your demonstration. But based on your performance, you are able to lay out reference line. You answered correctly in the oral questions. However, during my observation in the publication of formworks, you wasted few of the plywood. So I think it is because you have the mistaken mark line. You got as a result, and the accurate size of formworks was not achieved. Okay? So based on the evidences I have gathered, you are still not yet competent in this qualification. Okay, so but don't worry, you can be reassessed anytime at your own convenience. Okay, you have any questions?
No, sir.
You understand the results?
Yes, sir.
Now please sign in the rating sheet. Okay, so I know you will be competent next time. So just train and train to develop your knowledge and skills in this qualification. Okay, so for your reassessment also, you have the competency assessment result summary. And so you can have it for your reassessment. Okay, so you can have your reassessment in Ini Tesla Credit Training Center. Okay, you have questions?
No, sir.
And so thank you so much, candidate number 2. Please proceed with the meeting area. Now I'm done with the assessment. I will push the sheet and rating sheet. Now I will present and endorse this Tesla representative. Sir, here's the documents and evidences in the assessment.